welcome back to Erika's Tea Room. I'm Erika Shanoff and I'm here with my mother Lila.
Hello everyone, welcome.
And this is not your grandmother's tea party. What are we making today, Mom?
We're doing a cream cheese and currant scone, and it's one of my favorites. Nice and
Sweet.
sweet.
The
I like
cheese-
Erika, she's not
No,
sweet.
I'm sour.
If you're allergic to eggs, this is a perfect scone recipe with no eggs.
So today we are making a cream cheese scone and we're doing it with currants, which is
Yes.
one of our personal favorite.
Look at these little tiny dots. Aren't they beautiful?
So currants are very similar to a raisin, being that they are a dried.
It's dried
fruit.
up, but they're tiny. And this,
Little tiny balls.
absolutely, but they're very, very sweet.
Yes.
And they're between a raisin and a fig because it has a little bit of a seed inside.
Yes.
But really great.
There's a little island called the Island of Orleans, and we visited a currant farm there and had currants in all different types of forms.
They were making wine out of it, and the wine was iced wine. You know, iced wine you mostly get in Canada.
Yes.
They were so flavorful, and I'm not a drinker, but I love dessert wines, and that was really, really heavenly good.
And currants are rich with antioxidants.
Oh, yeah.
They're in the gooseberry family.
Gooseberry goose.
Who knew?
Is that what you go? Gooseberry! I just gooseberried Erika!
The goose.
Wait, she's really hard back there. I couldn't really goose her good. Anyhow, I was trying to gooseberry Erika. We always add our dry ingredients first, so that's my sugar
Get them nice and incorporated.
and my
Incorporated.
baking powder and my salt, which
Just
is,
a pinch. That's it. It's gone.
you see it? Now you see it, now you don't. So again, this is a perfect thing to make the flour sifted without actually having to sift the flour.
Sifted good.
So I have a couple of things here. So I have my currants, goes in last. I have heavy cream. I have butter and cream cheese. Now,
And I'm going to start getting it kind of crumbly into our
flour.
flour and our dry
She's getting it
ingredients.
crumbly into her, and I'm gonna go
You know,
just put this in
people
the sink.
Love a mother.
Oh,
But
yeah.
sometimes
You hate a mother.
you need to kill a mother.
I'm gonna do it, baby, because I want to get
I
it.
can't even cut into butter.
Well, you know, honey.
This is only a 15-minute show.
Yes. We don't have all night. Okay.
Trouble,
So now that I got it
trouble.
chunked in a lot, I'm going to add the final ingredient, which is the heavy cream.
The final countdown.
Honey lamb chop, lamb's wool. Yeah.
Lammy whammy.
Lammy whammy. So, bah. Anyhow, I had a job once.
Don't tell that story.
I used to work in banks somewhere in the Midwest. I come into this bank and they actually took farm animals as collateral on big loans. And I said to him, you actually take sheep and goats and pigs? I said, how do you know that you have that amount of pigs, goats, and sheep? And they put a PN next to it, which means pretty near. So they had 3,000 sheep. PN. Pretty near.
Because, you know, Fluffy and Muffy could be count twice.
Getting all this cut in.
And it's getting nice and crumbly.
Crumbly?
Crumbly.
Is that a word, crumbly?
Yes, it's that. It looks like cheese curds. Also really popular in the Midwest.
Erika's really funny. And you know, she says to me, she gives me tables to wait on. I'm going to put all those nice currants because we didn't have enough currants. So she says to me, when are you getting this done? When are you getting that done? And I said to her, since when did I sign up for the Gestapo class of Erika?
Listen, I have to
Go
be
get
a
me-
drill
go
sergeant,
get me
people.
more.
If not, nothing gets done.
Go get me more heavy cream.
Yes.
You know, it depends on the weather here. A cup of heavy cream was not enough unless I put too much flour in.
A little touch at a time.
A little more touch. A little more touch. That's a good touch. Wait, there might be more. Anyhow, did you ever hear about the turducken? Where it's a turkey stuffed with a chicken stuffed with a duck?
Yes, but that's still 3 meat products.
Well,
what does that have to do with
this-
tofurkey?
Tofurkey is tofu stuffed with
No.
bofu stuffed with another food. Food, and it's all food.
It's all food to you.
That's all. That's what tofufi is. Whatever. I made my bowl. So now I'm going to make our
Scones.
scone.
And it smells so good. You smell the cream cheese, and it really, it has a sweeter smell, and it has a sweeter taste.
Who the heck cares what it smells like as long as it tastes good? What are you kidding? Anyhow, with it, she keeps on flicking me. I'm not a chicken. Stop flicking me. What's nice about this dough, it's very, very much like a cream cheese Danish.
Yes. Like a
So
Danish.
it's like a Danish scone. It's made in
Does
Denmark.
it speak Dutch?
It doesn't speak Quaker.
I really want to know. It was in a movie. Is there a country of phlegm?
Yes, there is a
People
country.
say they can speak Flemish, but is there a country of phlegm? We need to Google this, people.
I was dating a guy named Flem. No, not really.
So I could have had a father named Phlegm.
And you could have been Flemish.
I could have been. Instead, my father's name is Sheldon. Now, the funny thing is with the Big Bang Theory, it's now a very popular name.
But-
Well, thank you, Big Bang Theory, for making the name popular again.
Well, with this said, look how nice. Oops, I dropped my thing.
It's better than dropping your drawers.
Absolutely. What is wrong with you today, Erika? You're in a different time zone. I made another batch of these earlier, and look how beautiful. But you got to show them the lightly toasted color.
Look at that beautiful golden brown bottom. Nice and little golden brown around the edge. Look at all those different currants. That looks good enough to eat.
So,
And then when you crack it open, look how beautiful and flaky it is. This is a little bit flakier than some of our other scone recipes, and that is the cream cheese. And it stays really, really nice and moist in the center. Of course, we have a perfectly paired tea, and it is called black currant.
I love the smell of it. Who the heck cares what it smells like as long as it tastes good? What are you kidding? It's very fruity.
It's almost wine-ish. The juice of the black currants in the black tea really gives it a very poignant smell.
It's
almost
fruity.
like when you open a nice bottle of wine and you take that first breath of it and you smell the fruit coming out. And of course, I've got my black currant tea already brewed for me. And look at that beautiful golden brown color. This is a black tea, and it is perfect. Look how beautiful that is.
Oh, I smell the currants. Who the heck cares what it smells like? You gonna give me a sip? Since my hands are dirty? Yeah, my hands are not terrible.
You get a big bite of the currants. You taste the cream cheese, it really comes through. And it's very, very light and crumbly and moist. I will go grab some white chocolate Devonshire cream to have with this.
But it really
And
doesn't need to with the cream
You do not need to have anything. You could, if you wanted to, just put some nice butter on this if you want a little something on the top.
A lot of people in England, if they're not using a Devon cream or a clotted cream, they're actually putting a little of the Kerrygold butter on it. And
Which of course
Kerrygold
has a higher fat content.
Yeah, very, very good.
And you can get that in the most local grocery
is
stores too.
That is so sweet. The black currant is so sweet.
So it's a perfect complement with your currants and your currant tea, and it is the perfect,
Look how nice.
beautiful scones.
Dozen scones it made the batch, and I'm going to get those into the oven, but
As always, we wish you good tea with good scones and good friends. And always remember,
memories are made with every cup. See you next week.
7 o'clock every Thursday here at Erika's Tea Room, for it's not your grandmother's tea party.
She looks at me when she says that.
Have
night.
a good one.